Howdy YouTube. Today I'm going to begin several videos on Lepidoptera, how to pin them, take care of them, all that fun stuff. So today I'm going to be going over how to set up a basic hydration chamber. Very simple, no need to buy like special relaxing fluid online, stuff you can do in your house, and it's not a process that takes very long. The way that I do it, you can probably knock out larger specimens in a day and smaller specimens just in a few hours, so there's no need to set stuff up overnight. So I keep my specimens in the freezer until it's time to freeze them. Let's see if I can actually find the ones that I want to use. So we've got the specimens in here, and you're gonna want to do this relatively quick. Just take paper towel, double folded it, turn on tap water, just kind of get a little rinse down, kind of fold it over, I'll clean that up in a bit, squeeze out the extra water, just enough to get it damp, don't soak it. Pat it down, make sure that the moisture is evenly distributed, and just clinker down into, you can use any type of airtight container, just plastic stuff like this laying around the house might work, but the key is to make it airtight so the moisture doesn't get out. And then I like these work really well. They're like lids with you can see right here, like for like collecting jars. There's space in the plastic, so it just gets up easier. So you can use something like that, and you're gonna put that down. Before you do that, this works. Basic Lysol disinfectant. Most houses have it, so there's no need to spend like $20-15 on some special relaxing fluid. You can just use this and spray it down in. Just enough to make it like evenly distributed, and then you're gonna want to plink that down, and then you're gonna want to take your specimens. So I'm doing, there's a katydid in here. Don't know why. Chicory tussock moth, just plopping him down there. You can normally do quite a few, but I'd recommend doing only as many that fit and that you have room for in your spreading board. I can't seem to. Virgin tiger moth. Just pop this back in the freezer because I'll do the katydid later. And you're going to want to make sure that you notate when you've collected specimens as well. And then you're only going to be doing one of these. If I can even get it. I'm going to set the phone down. And a female imperial moth. Its lighting in here is actually pretty bad. Turn on the lights. That's much better. And a female imperial moth who hopefully should be able to fit down in here. Might have to do a little adjusting. So, got all your specimens in there. Make sure that their wings aren't touching the sides of the paper towel. They're all good. Pop the ones that you aren't using back in the freezer. touch it. And it's good to use pliers because you're not really going to want to touch them. Probably just flip her upside down. So we've got the moths in here. Making sure, again, that they're not touching the sides. It's totally not touching right there. And they're in. Gonna want to take the lid, press it down, make sure it's closed. And I've watched a lot of other videos on YouTube, and some stuff says to let stuff sit for overnight to a couple days, and I've found that with this method, at least with the virgin tiger moth and the hickory tussock moth, that they'll probably be good by like, it's like 11-ish now, close to 12, that around 2, 3, they should be good. The imperial moth may have to be in there a little bit longer, but it still should be good by then. If you're using this method, and if you are using specimens, like say you're doing something bigger and you're using like you're hydrating Argema mitri, like a really large moth, with something like that you might want to do a few days just because of its size. But with even stuff like the size of monarchs, a few hours with this tends to be good. It works. You can just use stuff sitting around the house. In a few hours when these guys are done, I'm gonna try and pin them out while holding the phone. Maybe we'll just have to see how that goes. But it's a really easy method to do this. If you really think that, like, if you think that I don't know, being dumb and a few hours isn't worth doing and you want to do it for a couple days, would highly recommend that you don't do anything more than 2 days, because I did this method for 3 days, I think it was, and the specimens in there got moldy and it was really bad, and only like one of them was able to like make it through. So anything over 2 days, and guarantee you mold will start to grow in there, but a few hours seems to work. So I'd highly recommend doing this. Hopefully you find what I've shared to you in this video helpful, and happy hunting.